Well, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelbyville Golden Eagles football show with Coach Jason Hardy. Jason, a good night last night for the Golden Eagles. You've really had some drama, inserted into several of the games this year, but last night was one of those nights you sort of got out in front early and coasted to a win. Yeah,
our guys played really well, and I think the key was getting out there early. And like you said, after the last couple of weeks when we've kind of made it tough on the beginning of the games, and then last week at the end of the game, it was nice to kind of breathe easy in the fourth quarter and got a lot of kids in, played. Coffee County has a lot of good young talent, and they played hard, but fortunately for us, we got on them early and ended up being a good night for the Golden Eagles.
You mentioned you did get to play a lot of guys last night, and I bet that that game experience comes in handy later in their career.
Definitely. One of our biggest problems every year is team depth. So to be able to get some young guys in and play is invaluable. And we'll may need them as early as next week. And so you never know when you got your numbers called. And we've been banged up all year, so we've already had a lot of young people play. But if their numbers called, they'll be ready to go. And getting some playing time last night did nothing but help.
And at this point, there's one more game left in the regular season, but you guys have clinched a spot in the playoffs at home, I believe you said.
Yeah, and we'll either finish first or second. I mean, it's a big game this week going against Lawrence County. The winner will be first, and the loser will be second place, I believe. And so both of us will have a home playoff game, which is great. And but we'd much rather go into the playoffs on the win and also as the district champions.
Okay. All right. We'll be bringing you video of last night's game against Coffee County here in just a moment. First of all, we're going to take a quick commercial break to acknowledge our great sponsors. We'll be right back in just a moment with game action right after this.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered,
I like the service here and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, we're back with first quarter action.
Coffee County won the toss, and they were elected to receive, and want to put their offense out there early on with the talented freshman quarterback. And we knew we'd see a lot of multiple sets just like this right here, kind of empty, but we always knew that no matter what they were doing, it was going to come back to number 6 carrying the football. And we didn't do a very good job there at forcing him back inside. 25 was senior night at Coffee County, and they come out playing hard. Once again, kind of spreading us out here defensively and hoping we'd over-adjust, and they take advantage of it. So we kind of knew what the task was going to be defensively all week, and just talking about getting a lot of jerseys there. And this time we do a lot better job at cornerback and forcing him back to the inside. And, first play we just kind of let him get outside, but you got to diminish the space in between the sideline and the middle of the field with number 6, because if he gets an open area, he's going to take it.
Guys look like you match up well speed-wise, though, with Coffee County.
Yeah, I think probably we had the advantage speed-wise all night, except for, number 6 and 25, two right there, the quarterback and tailback. As you can see, they can run. And one thing with speed is you're worried about them getting to the edge so much, and sometimes you over-pursue and they cut it up just like he did right there. So, we had 4 guys there, and 25 does a good job of making the play. There. We're okay with that right there. It looks like a long run, but really only gains a yard, so good job on second down right here. So we knew we'd give up some yards to them, and we just were really focusing on not giving up big plays. And here's third down. We felt like we're definitely in an advantage here. And poor Tyler Bailey, he had an interception last week, and this one hits him right in the gut. But I get on to him, and he comes right back and blocks the field goal. So great job right there by Tyler Bailey. And
good coaching, it looks like.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks in a row we have somebody I have to yell at. Next time I'm going to have to start yelling more often to make these plays. But get the ball back. Mason Cunningham keeps it on the option right there and gets first down. I thought offensively we were very balanced and did a lot of things that we wanted to do. And there's Michael Eddings, hard run. Felt like coming in that Coffee County would definitely want to try to stop Michael after his last 2 or 3 games. And so we knew we'd have to go to the air early. And there we throw a little out route to Tyler Bailey. And lose yards here in a second and long. And Mason come back, throw a little screen to senior Jacob Davidson. And we've thrown this about 2 or 3 times this year, and he hadn't gotten the end zone. This time he gets in the end zone, so I was happy for him. So I know earlier in the year we've kind of gotten on to him. He gets the ball and gets it down there to the 1-yard line and lets somebody like Michael or Mason run it in for the touchdown. So I think he wanted his name in the paper. So good job getting in the end zone.
Cunningham presents some problems for the defense, doesn't he, because of his ability to run?
Yeah, and you can see it on that drive right there. He ran the ball well one time, and then he comes back and straight drop backs and passes, and the next thing you know, he's throwing the screen. So he's a multi-dimensional quarterback and allows our offense. I think we had 6 or 7 guys catch the ball last night, and 3 or 4 different guys carrying it. When we're kind of a little bit opposite of Coffee County, where we knew 6 and 25 was going to get it every time. For us, I don't know that you can key on just one person. Defensively here, second time, and we're doing a great job of getting to the football here early, but forcing them to punt. Good kick. Got something set up here. Michael Eddings bobbles it a little bit, but does the smart thing. Don't try to pick it up. He just falls on it. So get the ball back, and here's our empty set. Great throw to Amari Dandy right there by Mason, and that's what I like to see receivers. I think later on we kind of dance around a little bit, but Amari catches the ball and gets straight up the field. That was really good. Once again, another little pass out to OJ, and here's OJ showing a little speed right here. He's listed as our tight end, but he's really a wide receiver, and he's a big weapon for us and has really played solid here the last 3 or 4 weeks.
a lot of people are getting in the game now, are really contributing to the game now, where as the season goes on.
Yeah, and we've got guys. You know, you look at our season stats. We don't have too many receivers that they're just dominating on the stat sheet because we got so many catching them. We're very balanced. Great coverage right there by our kickoff team. Great job right here by Jeff Elder, making a super play right there on the jet sweep. Second and long, and once again, here comes the quarterback, and he's doing a good job getting positive yards. And he had a big night. I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job against him in the first half when it was counting. Forcing him to throw, and he throws an interception. Once again, Jacob Davison, who already had a touchdown, now he gets an interception. So defense is playing well here early. Another good run by Michael Eddings, and it's probably 7 or 8 yards, but those are 7 or 8 hard yards. A little different look of a formation here, and fake it up the middle and throw it Tyler Bailey, and he kind of just walks in the end zone. So a little different wrinkle. We've kind of shown the last couple of weeks where we've had 3 backs in there, just trying to find a way to get more people involved, and that's a good set for us, and it worked out well Friday night. Another great kickoff, and this ball goes in the end zone. Should have been a touchback right now. They don't blow the whistle down. Should have been. We don't do a very good job finishing right here, but it's going to come back after it's all said and done. Our kids don't quit, but it's going to come back to the 20-yard line. In high school, it doesn't matter if it touches the end zone. It's a touchback. It goes with the 20. So
probably a good rule.
Yeah, and I think it's just for the safety of the kids because things like that happen. You start running sideways, somebody's going to get a shot and possibly hurt. But our defense here put to the test, done a great job here, up 21-0. But here's 6, and you can just see we just miss him, and then he shows that speed. And it's kind of one of those things. We'll pause the film on Monday and show them that we've got 4 guys there, and they just don't finish. Good job stringing it out. That's what you want when teams run wide. They can run, but they're not gaining anything, east and west.
Coaches like those north and south runners, don't they?
That's exactly right. And I'm on mine all the time about we are always getting north and south, at least for the first 5 yards, and then I let them make a move. But it's hard to get in that end zone when you're running to the sideline all the time.
First quarter comes to an end with Shelbyville with a 21-0 lead, and moving into the second quarter action now.
Once again, a really good job right there by our defense getting to the football, forcing another punt. And really right now coming out where we want to be defensively and offensively. In special teams, we're doing a lot of good things here early on. That was one of the things I tried to harp on in our pregame and practice was to come out and play from the get-go. You've seen the last 2 weeks it's been rough starts for us, and exact opposite this week. Good scramble by Mason, and a lot of people might say, well, I can't believe he slides right there. Well, I'm telling you what, we don't want unnecessary hits on him here in week 9 of the season, and he got what he could get and got down. And right here is where I'd like to see him just keep on running. Probably one too many spin moves, but once again, talking about Mason being able to do more than pass the ball.
And as well as Eddings has been the last few weeks, as well as he's run the last few weeks, it's got to put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, and you got to come in there and say, am I going to try to sell out and stop the run? And if you do, we're going to throw it out like we did right here. And we've got a lot of things in where we feel like that people can't just try to take one thing away from us.
And your receivers have played well. Muse and the receiver you just got back.
Yeah, Tyler Bailey and of course O.J. Davis, Marcus Bryson. I mean, we've got some guys. There's a pretty good throw, and O.J. almost makes a great catch. Just couldn't hang on to it when he went down, but a great throwing catch right there by Mason to O.J. We just, didn't finish the catch. But once again, throwing it deep every now and then, even the incompletion, goes back to making those defensive backs not come up and try to stop the run. So we're always going to take shots no matter what the situation is. Great run again, by Michael Eddings. Down here with Sente. Right here, probably should have cut it back a little bit earlier. Sente didn't get to play last week with an injury, so we was glad to have him back, and he had a big night offensively and defensively as well. Nice job right there by Mason. Saw the coverage and checked to the slant and got O.J. Davis in the end zone for the second time of the night. So great start, up 28-0 here in the second. Really happy, just trying to make sure we don't have a letdown. And once again, really good coverage. Great kick there with Micah Thompson. Make somebody start inside the 20, it helps. Well, quarterback keeper. Got to play kind of assignment football because a lot of times with 25 and 6 back there, they're wanting you to overplay one of them and the other one's going to take advantage. And here's the quarterback, kind of let him get outside again and get the first down, or get a first down. And just, here's what we were talking about all week, and I don't know that you could undersell it enough, is 25 has speed. And I think people look at him, kids 5'3", and 5'4", not very big. Great job by Tequel Alvin there blocking that kick. But we knew 25 and 6, anytime they touched the ball could score. And we missed one tackle and didn't play real well right there, and his speed took him 70 more yards. They kicked one out of bounds right here. We make them re-kick it, and Coffee County's credit, they do a good job finding the open area, and the kicker drills this one and gets behind us. And have Avery Brown back here, a freshman, gets it and gets what he can. So we go from that's good coaching when you could have had the ball to 35. Now we got it at the 20. I really, going into halftime here, felt like we need to be a little bit more physical. Nice stone catch right there to Tyler Bailey from Mason. That was one of the things I wanted to harp on at halftime. I didn't think that they were out physicaling us, but I just didn't feel like that we were dominant the way we should be up front. I wanted to run the ball better. Here I told you earlier, I thought Sente should have cut it back, and he strung it out too far. This time, Sente Muse gets the ball and cuts it up and gets positive yards. As we referred to earlier, you can't get in the end zone going east and west. So got a good drive going. We'll motion back to Sente in the backfield, and just another way to get him the football as well. A lot of time here. Probably should have just hit Sente Muse out in the flat right there, but this time we do hit Sente and get a first down. So that play right there was really good for us this week. We knew when people blitz us, there's going to be an open area. We just got to find it, and a lot of credit goes to the receiver and the quarterback. And then those are the type of runs I want to see right there. I want to see explosive runs, and give Michaels a second level and let him do the rest. And another big score there before half. Another good kickoff. Good coverage. Not very much time to go right here in the half, so we just don't want to give up a big play, make them earn it. We felt like that they're gonna have to run it to get in the end zone. And that's probably one of the problems playing with a freshman quarterback. And you see he's got a lot of talent running the ball, and I'm sure that's one of the focus they'll have in the offseason, getting his passing game developed. And when they do, he's really going to be a huge threat. But so we're playing a little bit soft here defensively just because of the situation. Up 35-6, and we don't want to give up a big play before half, and so they're going to get a few yards. And that's one thing we don't overly concern ourselves about, is we don't care to look in the stat book and see how many yards somebody has. It's it's about making plays on third down. It's about keeping them out of the end zone. And this situation, we just kind of got to let that clock run. They are taking a shot, and we almost get an interception, almost get a hand on it. Quarterback draw. Just, I don't mind him getting 4 or 5 yards. The only bad part of that is I really would like to keep him in bounds. And we do this time. Still kind of got a big hit there, Vicente. I'd rather see him wrap up. Throwing it again. Tyler Bailey, great position, picks it off. So glad to see Tyler get another interception. He had one in his hands there earlier and kind of dropped it, but made up for it right there to end the half.
So you got to be feeling pretty good right now, Coach. Good half.
Real good half. And I thought we did everything we talked about through the week as far as defensively coming, got a lot of big stops. Gave up the one touchdown. It was more of just a lack of execution. I mean, from a coaching standpoint, we've got everybody where we want. You just got to make tackles. The other thing was offensively, I just thought we really were balanced. And Mason did a great job of checking to the right receiver. We knew they would be blitzing off the edge, and when he did, he really popped the short passes in there and got a couple touchdowns. 3 touchdown passes in the first half, actually. So really good first half, and we just don't want to have any let-up coming in the second half.
What do you tell them at halftime so that they stay up for the game and don't come out flat?
Well, first of all, we talked about we're always talking about we want to be better. We want to be district champions, and we want to be one of those teams that people fear. And you got to play like that. And it doesn't matter what the score is, up, down, or whatever. You got to expect to come out there and give your best effort. And then the other thing was we really preached on. I didn't think we were physical enough, and we didn't have enough explosive run plays for me. After rushing for 400-something yards, I thought we did okay, and we obviously we got 35 points on the board, but we wanted to come out in the second half, and we wanted to run the ball down the throat, and that's kind of the message we were trying to say, and we do a good job in the second half of executing it.
One thing we do want to make sure that we mentioned, your freshman team in the Lions Bowl over here in Tullahoma this week, and good showing against Columbia. Yeah,
I was very happy. We had a great season with the freshmen, 7-1, and we've been to the Lions Bowl for 3 years. Coach John Perriman does a great job, Coach Jay Davis, and they've been getting to that step closer to winning that Lions Bowl, and finally got a win, and the kids were excited. Got a lot of talent on that freshman team, and we're hoping in the years to come they'll be doing it on Friday nights as well. But just a great congratulations out to Coach John Perriman and his staff, and all those freshmen. There's about 35 of them, so we're hoping we'll have 35 coming out of sophomores and be beneficial to us next few years.
All right. Okay, we're going to acknowledge some of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back with second half action right after this.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered,
I like the service here, and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
31W Insulation offers custom look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, second half action now.
They kick it off short right there, a little dribbler, and O.J. Davis is up there to get it, so we get the ball on the 40-yard line. And talked about being physical, want to come out and run the ball hard, and can't beat this for the first play of the second half. So it's nice when you go in there and talk. We've been talking to Michael about drifting off to the right. He had 3 big runs last week and got caught, but this time he goes straight up the middle. And glad to see that young man listen. There's a guy that rushed for 300-something yards last week and took coaching real well. So.
Absolutely. You like to see that,
exactly
don't you?
Right. So very proud of him. I told him when he came to it, I said, I appreciate you listening to me, and it paid off. Yeah, he didn't run 80 yards and get knocked out of bounds like he did last week. He ran all the way in the end zone. That's what you like. So a great explosive play, and we want to come out defensively and keep on playing. And I think to this point we've played really well defensively, besides the one mistake when we missed the tackle for the long run. But when you got guys like 6 and 25 over there, they're very explosive, and you're a great job there. We knocked the ball loose, we can't get it, but a big play for loss right there for us. 3rd and long, once again, we feel like it was our advantage when they were in a passing or a long distance situation. And they choose not to throw it, and we'll do a good job of defensive tackle right there and making a play. And here we go, we got Avery Brown, freshman, talking about that freshman team, and he picks up the punt right here and makes one guy miss and another guy miss, and then he's got blazing speed. And we are really excited about this young man. That's his first ever high school touchdown. And you can see he's excited.
Yeah.
The sideline's excited. And got Jose Pichardo, senior kicker, it's coming, and we'll give him a chance to kick, and we didn't do a very good job on the hold right there, and he misses the extra point. So, it's good when you get kids like Pichardo in the game. Or there's a senior kicker that doesn't get a lot of playing time getting to get on the field, and we got a freshman with his first ever touchdown. So those are exciting times, and great job coming out and getting 14 straight points on the board. And now we're starting to put in a lot of other people, and this is where it can be good, or it can also be frustrating as a coach. So, got to make tackles. Got the same game plan here. Nothing's changing, and you're hoping these young guys have listened all week. Really good tackle right there, and it's. Apologize for not calling out the numbers. It's hard to tell these white jerseys, and we got some different guys playing in. Tristan Rogers there playing middle linebacker right now. He's done a great job since he's been back from injury, helping us out on the defensive side. And here we go talking about just not playing it well one time and then missing a tackle. And you can see 6's speed right here. He is a guy that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards for a reason. Great job on the 2-point conversion. Jamal Harden tips the ball, and I think it was Darius Young with the interception right there. So great job even though we gave up a long play. And, you know, good job by Tyler Bailey getting up there. I really don't like him reversing field, but he does a great job running, getting us great field position. And this is probably the drive of the night that I wasn't very happy with. We come out here and great run on first down. We're inside the 40, and you know, right there, not a great decision. We don't want to throw the ball there. It's an automatic check to it. We've worked on it all week, but you know, you also got to know that when you're starting to play younger guys this late, we probably should have just handed the ball off. So it gets us in a long yardage situation. And here, third down, we're going to try to run the screen, and you know, not very well executed. So that's our only time we have to punt all night. And you know, probably could have, if this would have been a closer game, we'd have went for it right here. But let Noah Mason do his thing. It's a great punt and pins them down there deep. Let's get some more of these young guys out here playing defense. You can tell we're not lined up right. There's a mile-wide gap. Luckily they get a penalty.
And that is the end of the third quarter as we start the fourth quarter now.
And you can see, really good tackle right there. So we're coming here, kind of a little different look here defensively for us, and I thought it was a wrinkle we put in that worked, and got to keep that backside pursuit. So got some young guys playing. Still got the first team offense in Coffee County. They're still working, trying to get better. And here's 25, his senior night, and I know he's wanting some yards. And good job forcing them to punt the ball. Here we go, another punt return, and great job getting upfield and getting 10 more yards by Tyler Bailey. Come with the young guys on offense, and it's Jamal Harden gets some carries. Got a new offensive line, new quarterback in there, Will Warner, who's our JV quarterback, sophomore, and you know, and there's what happens usually when you go with your JV guys, penalties.
That happens in college too, doesn't it?
Yeah, good run by Jamal, and David Rutledge there with a good block. Great job here by Will Warner pulling the ball, and you know, he gets us down inside the 20. And another good run this time is Darius Young. We got young guys out there blocking. I see Elijah McGee out there. And Chase Williams, he's not a younger guy, but a guy that really paid his dues, and he's working hard. And we're down here, you know, get to the 10-yard line. Even with young guys, you want to score. And then miscommunication right there. And got one guy opening up one way and the other the other. So, you know, we're being very simple and basic right here, but don't need to lose yards. Come back with just a little sweep, but Darius Young, a talented sophomore, and he gets what he can get. But, you know, fourth and long, probably not going to pick that up right there running the ball. So a turnover on downs. We're okay with it, not scoring down there. We're just trying to get experience here from our young guys. And good job, a lot of white jerseys around the football.
Actually, these reserves are playing pretty good football.
They're playing hard, and you know they played JV all year, and they had a good season in JV. And you know, really, we've got a lot of sophomores in there, and it's still the first team against Coffee County, so they're getting great reps here. You can't get this kind of work in practice, and there goes number 6, and you know, we've got some young guys out there, and he's a young guy, so you know, that's what I told him. I said, guys, I mean, that guy's a freshman, and you know, you're sophomores, and not doing a very good job getting off the blocks here.
A lot of talent there, quarterback for Coffee County.
And you know, there's a lot of yards picking up here against our younger guys, and once again they throw it and almost have a pick, and I think that may do it.
All right, so 48-12 final score. Got to feel good about that one.
Yeah, it was a good night, and you know, definitely like to see those young guys play, and the sense of the pride that they go out there and play. They really didn't want to give up a touchdown there at the end, and our kids were playing hard, and our coaches were still coaching, and that's how you get better. A lot of people look at that as meaningless football when the score's 48-12, but those guys are trying hard. They have to do a lot all week, and then to be able to get in the football game is really great. The running clock, it makes it tough. It's a good thing, but it makes it tough to get everybody involved. But hopefully we got some good reps for some young guys. And the biggest thing, we come away with another district victory and put ourselves in a situation to have a chance to win the district this Friday night.
You mentioned the running clock. Tell our viewers what that means and how that makes it advantageous when you get that lead.
In high school football now, it's a great rule. If there's a 35-point difference in the second half, the clock continuously runs, no matter if it's passed or you go out of bounds. And that's just for, there's some coaches out there that'll put 70, 80, 90 points on the board, and you don't want to see that. And, that's something I would never do. I've been on the other end of that, and I know the running clock is a good thing. And the negative thing about it is you're trying to get young players some playing time, and their reps are cut down because the game is shorter. But, I think it's a good rule, and I definitely understand it. And, we got to accomplish what we would need to get accomplished last night. Trying to put 14 more points on the board wouldn't have accomplished anything as far as running the score up.
And you guys got into that running clock situation with your first score, I believe.
Yes, the first score, and that was a great way to come out. And I knew right then when you come out and have a big long run that our kids weren't just taking it lightly. They're coming out prepared to play.
Okay. This week it's Lawrence County, and what do you know about Lawrence County?
Well, Coach David Marston and I are really good friends, and he does a great job down there. They're always one of the hardest hitting, toughest teams that we play. They play with a chip on their shoulder, and they run the wing tee offense, and they're really good at it. And defensively, they're going to play assignment football. They don't have many games where they have a lot of mistakes. I think for us, once again, we'll have a little advantage in some of our team speed, but I think it'll be a very good game. They've won 7 in a row. They only have one district loss, and that was the first game of the year against Columbia. So they've really improved. I hadn't had a chance to watch a lot of film on them, but I know that everybody that's played them has really bragged on them. So it'll be a really good game. It's at home, so hopefully we have a huge crowd out there. Hopefully everybody's coming, and we need that home field advantage here. When you're playing for the district championship, we need a big crowd.
Okay. And as you mentioned earlier, it's you guys are unbeaten in district play, but actually could fall to second.
Right. They have one loss and we don't have any, but if we get a loss next week, it'd be one loss, and then the tiebreaker is head-to-head, and they would have it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It's senior night for us, and we've got some great seniors, and our kids will usually come out to play on senior night, and I don't think it'll be any different this year.
Overall, though, you have to feel good about where your football team is now. I know you had a couple of losses earlier, but they were against non-district foes and against a couple of pretty good teams.
Yeah, and that's what, you look at. If it was basketball, nobody ever thinks about it because you have so many games. But, we lose the first game of the year to Marshall County, who's had a great year. It's a playoff team. Right. And then we lose in the kind of the middle of the year there to a talented Franklin, who's another playoff team, 6A team. So we played 2 good teams that beat us, and could we have had a better result? We had chances to win, but those things make you stronger. And the important thing is getting to the playoffs and winning the district games, and we've done that and put ourselves in a great position to go for another district championship.
And I guess the difference against Lawrence County, if you don't win that game, you maybe draw a little tougher opponent in the playoffs, perhaps, to start with.
Yeah, and the playoffs, the way they are now, it doesn't, there's no guarantees, but what they do is they seed you. And if you're a district champion and you go what would be 8-2 for us, the chances for us to get a 1 or 2 seed out of that 8 seed in the quad would be a lot better. Yeah. And if we lose, there's a chance you can drop down. And we've had 7-3 teams before where we've been on the road, and we don't want that.
Right.
So the district championship aside, the playoff seed is huge going into this game.
Okay. All right. Exciting times for Shelbyville Golden Eagle football, folks. And Coach Hardy and I will be back here next Saturday morning, hopefully reporting another victory, because it makes the coach smile a lot when from the time he comes in the door. He's feeling good when you get a victory, and as they did last night. All right. Thanks so much for watching, folks. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.